Have you ever had one of those days? You woke up early, you ran all day, you ticked every box on your to-do list, and yet by Isha, you feel empty, like you've been running underwater. Your money disappears before the month ends, your time evaporates into thin air, your heart feels heavy, that you can't point to a single big thing that went wrong. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Hidden Barakah. In our last sessions, we looked at the beauty of barakah, that divine extra that makes a little go a long way. But today, we have to talk about the shadows. We spend so much time asking Allah for more, but we rarely ask, am I holding on to what He already gave me? There are silent leaks in our lives, habits we think are normal because everyone does them, that are actually draining the barakah from our homes, our time, and our souls. Today, we aren't here to judge. We're here to mend the cracks. Habit number 1, the tyranny of the trivial, wasting time on what doesn't matter. We are the most connected generation in history, yet we are the most spiritually distracted. Think about your day. How much of it is truly dedicated to your purpose, to your growth, to your connection with Allah, and how much of it simply vanishes? How many times have you sat down for a 5-minute break on your phone only to snap out of it 2 hours later feeling dazed? We call it unwinding, but look at your heart afterward. Is it calm, or is it overstimulated and anxious? Time is the only currency Allah gives us that we can never earn back. When we pour hours into mindless scrolling, celebrity gossip, or rage-bait arguments online, we aren't just wasting time, we are insulting the gift. Barakah is shy. It stays where it is valued. When we treat our hours like they are infinite and worthless, the barakah in our time retreats. That's why your busy day feels like it yielded nothing. You've traded the gold of dhikr and presence for the dust of digital noise. Habit number 2, the illusion of immediate gratification. We live in an on-demand world. We want our food in 10 minutes, our packages by tomorrow, and our spiritual breakthroughs yesterday. But barakah is organic. It's a tree, not a microwave meal. When we become obsessed with instant results, we become impatient with Allah. We start rushing our salah because we have real things to do. We make a dua twice, and if the situation doesn't change, we stop, thinking it's not working. This haste is a barakah killer in our finances, our relationships, our spiritual practices. Why? Because barakah is often hidden in the patience. It's in the 3rd year of a struggling business. It's in the 10th year of a difficult marriage. It's in the 1,000th time you say, Ya Allah. When you demand instant barakah, you bypass the very growth Allah intended for you. You miss the lessons, the growth, the deeper understanding that only patience can bring. By rushing, you aren't getting there faster, you're just arriving empty-handed. Habit number 3, the erosion of the tongue. This one is painful because it happens in our most social moments. We think backbiting is only when we say something monstrous about someone, but often it's the subtle T, the eye roll when a friend's name is mentioned, the "did you hear" about a neighbor. We think these are just words, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, told us that these words are like fire to dry wood. He warned us about the dangers of the tongue. It can build and it can destroy. They consume our good deeds. And yet, how often do we allow our tongues to become instruments of destruction, not just for others, but for our own spiritual well-being and the barakah in our lives? Imagine working all day to fill your barakah bucket with prayers and kindness, and then in one 30-minute lunch break, you poke 100 holes in the bottom of that bucket with your tongue. You leave the conversation feeling heavy, and you wonder why your home feels tense later that night. Your tongue spoke away your peace. Guarding the tongue is not just about protecting others, it's about protecting our own spiritual well-being and the barakah in our lives.
Habit number 4, the veil of greed. We often think that to have more, we must keep more. We hoard our money, our knowledge, and even our time. We say, I can't help him, I'm too busy. Or, I can't give sadaqah, what if I run out? Barakah is about abundance, not necessarily in quantity, but in sufficiency and contentment. But often, we misunderstand this. We chase after more, constantly striving to accumulate, to hoard, to hold on to everything we have, fearing scarcity. I understand the fear. Scarcity is a powerful whisper. But barakah is like a river. It only stays pure if it flows. The moment you dam it up, it becomes stagnant. When you withhold, you are telling the universe and its creator that you don't trust the source. You are trying to be your own provider. And a human-sized provider can only give human-sized results. If you want divine-sized abundance, you have to open your hand. The irony of barakah is that it enters through the same hand that gives. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that charity does not decrease wealth, but increases it. Barakah is often found in giving, in sharing, in being generous. Finally, habit number 5. The chains of disobedience. This is the hardest one to hear. Barakah is a light. Sin is a shroud. When we knowingly persist in a habit that we know displeases Allah, whether it's how we earn our money, how we treat our parents, or what we watch when no one is looking, we are building a wall. You can't ask for the blessing of a path while you are walking in the opposite direction. It's not about being perfect, none of us are. It's about the defiance. When we stop caring about the boundaries Allah set for our own protection, the protection of barakah lifts. You might still have the money, but the joy in the money goes. You might still have the house, but the sakina in the house vanishes. Barakah requires purity, a conscious effort to align our will with the divine will. When we consciously choose sin, we choose to diminish our blessings. If you're feeling a weight in your chest right now, don't turn away. That feeling isn't guilt, it's your soul waking up. It's the realization that you have the power to change the atmosphere of your life. Reclaiming your barakah doesn't require a miracle, it requires a pivot. Give Allah the first 10 minutes of your morning before your phone. Hold your tongue when the gossip gets juicy. Give $5 when you're worried about bills. Wait 1 more minute in your sujood. Watch how the world begins to stretch for you. Watch how not enough slowly, beautifully turns into more than I ever dreamed. Barakah isn't just about what we gain, but what we avoid. It's about purifying our intentions, our actions, and our hearts. It's about creating fertile ground for Allah's blessings to flourish. Don't let these subtle destroyers silently steal the barakah from your life. Take back control. Reclaim your blessings. May Allah mend our cracks and fill our vessels until they overflow. Ameen. I want you to pick one of these 5 habits today. Just one. Tell me in the comments which one you're going to work on this week. Let's hold each other accountable. I'll be in the comments with you. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.